Familiarizing with the ITTOs of every process lays a foundation to not only understanding how a particular process is developed and serves its purpose, but also may help you answer one or two questions of the exam, where you may be asked to identify a particular set of documents required for a particular process. You may get a question or two where you will be asked to identify the right combination of inputs, tools and techniques, or outputs to a certain process of the process map. So let's discuss each and every inputs, tools and techniques, and outputs to control scope process. Project management plan. The project management plan components include scope management plan. The scope management plan documents how the project and product scope will be controlled. It has requirements management plan. The requirements management plan describes how the project requirements will be managed. Another component, change management plan. The change management plan defines the process for managing change on the project. Then we have the configuration management plan. The configuration management plan defines those items that are configurable, those items that require formal change control, and the process for controlling changes to such items. Then we have the scope baseline. The scope baseline is compared to actual results to determine if a change, corrective action, or preventive action is necessary. Performance measurement baseline. When using earned value analysis, the performance measurement baseline is compared to actual results to determine if a change, corrective action, or preventive action is required. Then we have the project documents. Project documents that can be considered as inputs for this process would include lessons learned register. A lessons learned earlier in the project can be applied to later phases in the project to improve scope control. Requirements documentation. Requirements documentation is used to detect any deviation in the agreed upon scope for the project or product. Requirements traceability matrix. The requirements traceability matrix helps to detect the impact of any change or deviation from the scope baseline on the project objectives. It may also provide status of requirements being controlled. Then we have the work performance data. Work performance data can include the number of change requests received, the number of requests accepted, and the number of deliverables verified, validated, and completed. Then we have the organizational process assets. The organizational process assets that can influence the control scope process would include existing formal and informal scope, control related policies, procedures, guidelines, and monitoring and reporting methods and templates to be used. See you in the next lecture.